So what's going on, guys? My name is MrDalekJD, and in this video we're going to be discussing some Revelation storyline stuff involving Dr. Maxis. Now, it wasn't until this map where we finally got introduced to a physical human body appearance of Dr. Maxis, and seemingly over the course of our character's journey he's actually looked a lot younger than he's ever done before. Now, he never had a soul in Revelations, and then of course he balls everything up by opening the summoning key and releasing the Shadow Man, and what we believe is the Shadow Man has taken over Maxis' body and Maxis is within the key. Now, it's not until the end cutscene where both the summoning key and Sophia, with Maxis inside the key, fly in and use their powers together to destroy and get rid of every single Apothecon and the complete destruction that the Shadow Man has caused, bringing the world back to normal and bringing Dr. Monty's perfect world back into reality. It's only hit me until we got the Revelation cinematic trailer that Dr. Maxis could be dead, or he very well may not be dead, and it's a perfect way for Treyarch to continue on this story. I'm going to go into this and explain every single thing, but if you guys have any ideas and opinions, be sure to drop it down below in the comment section. I love reading your ideas, and it's great to just get a massive discussion going. Now, there's a cipher that is in the context of just after the Revelations Easter egg, which says, "Thanks to the sacrifice of Maxis and the contraption called Sophia, all the 115 has been purged from the final universe. Thank effing God. Time to get some rest, M," which is pretty much in the perspective of Monty, but it's interesting wording there, saying thanks to the sacrifice of Maxis and Sophia. They didn't need to do what they did in the ending cutscene, but they sacrificed themselves in order to get rid of everything. We see the key and we see Sophia fly into that sun and suck up all of the 115, all of the Apothecons, and the perfect world is back to normal. But then we get this trailer that we got for the Revelation cinematic last week, and we can see at the end this haunting scene of Samantha staring out of the basement window where in space you can see the summoning key just floating there. Now, I made a breakdown of this, but I want to explain and bring you guys some more ideas because it never really hit me at the time that this could be a symbolization of where things can continue on in the storyline for the next game, as well as talk about Maxis. So the cipher makes it sound like Dr. Maxis is dead. He sacrificed himself. He sacrificed his life, whatever he was within that key. He sacrificed himself for the better of that universe. There is nothing to suggest that Dr. Maxis is actually dead. We have the quotes from the Shadow Man saying that Maxis never had a soul originally, but he is still within the summoning key during the Revelations Easter egg, and if the key still exists up there in space floating, then that means the Apothecons and all of the crazy 115 is within the key, just like Maxis was, and possibly could still be. I have a feeling that the way that Samantha was just staring up through that window into the summoning key in space makes it seem to me that there is a deep connection between her and her dad, even if he's not physically present. He's always being represented there in that key floating in space, and maybe Samantha can sense that, and that is why she's looking directly out of that window, because she can sense that her dad is still there, trapped within the key, and it's going to be a number of years, possibly millions if not billions of years, before a continuation from that very moment starts, where someone will discover the key, or the key will drift off somewhere and eventually land in a universe where we'll play in, or something else. We've got to remember, all the evil and 115 that was existing is now banished, but is still there within the key, at least to my knowledge, so there's a very good chance that there could be a spin or a twist where everything that we've just managed to destroy could very well let itself out again if the key slips into the wrong hands, or if it slips into anyone's hands and they accidentally release it. And this is where Treyarch could take the storyline into the future. We have this idea of the cycle. We definitely know that our characters are currently back at the very start of history, back at the start of that cycle. Things could change. I'm not sure if we're going to continue on with the summoning key drifting away and then falling into someone and the storyline starting there, but it seems like this storyline is sort of like very neatly and concretely done. The cycle is going to continue over and over and over. In the next game, we will either be breaking that cycle, and it suggests that with the cipher we found of a future Dempsey, or they could take it in a very different way, have a different crew of characters stumble upon the key, and could potentially release the evil 115 and the Apothecons that we just banished. And in that sense as well, could also release Dr. Maxis, and this could be Maxis in a completely new form to what we've seen him in. He has a body, and he doesn't anymore. So what would happen if you released this version of Maxis from the summoning key into the world? In my opinion, he would overtake electronic devices just as he's always done, and I feel this is a sort of thing which Treyarch played very, very tightly with in the Revelations cutscene by having him as a human, but it didn't really last very long, and that's almost the essence of Dr. Maxis. He's not supposed to be this human being that we've all wished to see him as. He's always been this voice that we've only heard electronically, and it's probably going to stay that way. There is even the slight, very small chance that Dr. Maxis could still communicate to people within the key itself. These are all things that we don't have answers to and won't do for another 2 years when Treyarch come back in full force with their next Zombies game, and where they could take it could be anyone's guess. But let me know down below in the comment section, what do you think of Dr. Maxis? Do you think he is dead? Do you think he's still alive within the key and something could happen in the near future? Let me know what you think. We do have this idea of multiverses, so literally anything could happen. But if you enjoyed the video, drop it a like rating, make sure to subscribe for more awesome zombie videos like this one, and I'll catch you in another one soon.